Yo, Loki Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, you know. I mean, I represent for the One Drop podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat, chat.
Watch out on it. Watch out on it. Watch out on it.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to another One Drop podcast episode.
Check in, people.
You
check
know what I
in.
mean? It's your boy, Lukey Flex.
Tracy Loyal.
Dylan Ja. Check in.
In the building. You know what I mean? Episode 22 out here. You know what I mean? We rolling.
2 for 1 special.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Guys, I know y'all see me in the same clothes from the last episode. Yeah. You know,
One special.
If you listen to the 21 or you seen 21, you must see me in the same clothes, same thing. So, you know what I mean?
It's a long hectic week, y'all. So y'all getting bonus.
You know, like I said, man, it was my birthday weekend and I'm going to be away for a little bit. So, you know, we trying to keep it up. Pre-record everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the big man, I go about the business.
Yeah, gotta go celebrate a little bit. I deserve it a little bit. You know what I mean?
You still celebrating. You celebrate a whole weekend, about to go celebrate a whole another weekend.
Yeah, man.
Woo.
Yes, people, check in. Check in. That was pre-recorded.
Yeah, man. About to go to the West Coast, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, Sin City.
Yeah, we kind of jealous still.
Exactly.
You see the house these niggas staying in, y'all?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So,
bad.
you know,
So bad.
gotta do it big. Man. You know what I mean?
Once.
How long I'm gonna be able to do this for? You know what I'm saying? Dude, so
Hopefully, a lot more.
longer.
yeah, man. But you know.
People.
And I mean, I've been giving up my time to my kids and, you know, my family. So, you know what I mean? Let's get a little time out, you know what I mean? Chilling with my boys, my brother and all of them. So, you know.
Yeah.
Have fun, y'all.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. I'm jealous, but have fun.
Oh, man. But,
right.
you know, we here, you know, we trying to, you know, talk about some issues that's going on in the news. And I feel like we got to address some things, man. These are some things I feel like was, you know, disheartening when I see people covering or interviewing, you know, people of you know, the political world. And I don't think they gave them his fair shake. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and I don't like to talk about other podcasts and other shows, but at the same time,
we're just reacting.
We're reacting to that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And this is just like, you know, I seen it this week, and I mean, clips of this and that. I didn't do the entire interview, but I did, you know, clips that I seen that was, you know, that was crazy. Like I never think that, you know, people would interview people so aggressive.
Hold on, people. Hold on, podcast. One drop, people. Me I go tell them what go on. Secret. Look like a secret. This week, you know, we watched DAMION CRAWFORD on the Nightly Fix podcast.
Or the Fix.
The Fix.
The Nightly Fix. The Fix. It's the Fix. Well,
the Fix.
Yeah, the Fix podcast. Sorry, getting the name wrong, isn't it? And yeah, the line of questioning that it was, the interview was shaky to say the least.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
You ask someone a question, give him time for your answer.
Yeah, don't
it was
like you
don't show your political affiliation.
That's exactly what I seen.
Flip over your car.
That's exactly what I seen. Like you see these oh, this mic is falling down. Hold up. Go and talk so I can fix this one.
Yeah, but don't give out your political affiliation that easily.
It
seemed crazy.
He couldn't finish the whole sentence, really.
He couldn't finish the nice sentence then.
Yeah. And it was just more so they were just throwing their opinions out there.
Yeah.
Like just throwing it in his face. And it's so crazy.
Against stats and facts and information.
And he said that too. He was just like, he actually deals with science and facts.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole interview.
Well, me not agree with everything. Me not agree with politicians, like, cause me not like support politician. But in this instant,
I was waiting for that interview.
The interview, me never wait upon it.
I mean, I was waiting for him to do an interview like that, like Damien Crawford. I was waiting.
I don't feel like he should be doing those type of interviews anyway, cause when you're in a politics, do professional interview. Where you do interview on a dancehall podcast, like that make your thing look lily. Like that me I try to say, make it seem like, to me, how me read it like him I try to reach the young people too hard. Like him I go too crazy if you try to reach young people, you know?
He also did actually say, like, you know, when it comes to the media side of it, he's not out there as much as how, say, you don't have like a Lisa Anna who always upon live, always upon Instagram. You know, with him, it's like totally different.
Better ain't getting Instagram and just...
I had to take it off.
Better for me, better him just doing Instagram thing. That would be better, because these, like, you have to look on the thing you go on. Like, you have to look on it. Like, isn't that Tracy?
I mean, for
like,
me,
imagine Joe. Like, imagine when the same way look when Biden went on like Breakfast Club. When he go on Breakfast Club, go on, like, you look like.
I understand.
You're showing your hand.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Isn't that say you're loyal to, like, you really go hard, like, if you saw look of votes.
But I mean, okay, the Fakes, they have a reputation, you know.
Yeah, for dancehall and discussing dancehall and news and stuff like that, and
they address some topics, some serious topics sometimes.
But then they have no credibility to be talking about no politics. Obviously, you can say they don't know what they talk about. Most of them don't know what they talk about. Well, most of them.
Well,
but it just in that interview when they man explain things to them. Why didn't you listen and just say? Okay.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with that.
You could see that they were on the opposition, and they just treated him like they were badgering a witness in a court. Like, you know, if you in a courtroom and you want to get the witness to trip up or whatever. You gotta shout out the questions after it. Don't even want to make him answer. That's how I would look, and I feel that's disgraceful.
And he's a very intelligent man.
Exactly.
So for him not to be able to...
I used to say keeping composure.
He kept his composure very well.
I saw that.
Very well.
Yeah.
That man didn't even change his seating on how he sat. He sat there and talked and was calm, collected, and he's very poised in what he was saying. And y'all look like a bunch of banjis. Unprofessional.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's crazy because they actually had the opportunity to prove people wrong with, you know... given that their reputation is not so up there. For me, me personally, because I've been listening to them for years, so it's just like, okay, you know, I can critique them. Yeah. Ari, to me, I felt like she should just kept some things to herself.
She should have fallen back.
Ari is living in a bubble. And I seen that. I don't see you. You know what actual poor people is going through, and you don't know what's going on. You can't relate to that.
Can't relate to it.
I mean, I know if she know about that.
I know.
It seemed like a political thing. Like, it seemed like. I mean, I know it just. Yeah, it look ugly. It look ugly.
I really wish they had did that interview better, much better.
I feel like it could have been way more professional than it was.
Yes,
and I really rate them to do a lot of these interviews as professional as they have been. I never seen Ari in that form anyway. And like when it came down to other artists or anybody else,
it's like
she's like, a bit dipsy for me.
This is like politics. It's a different territory. It's a different level. Politics in Jamaica is number one thing, you know. No music, no sport, no religion. Yeah. Compete with politics in Jamaica.
That's true.
The number one thing that's definitely true. Politics. So that's what you have a look a chance now for interview somebody.
I mean, Damien Crawford.
And,
like, hello.
Yeah.
And he's going against your views and what your party, that who's in power views.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Yeah.
Like, I remember say Andrew Willis, I push dog it, whatever, himself, all the foolishness where he might talk about it.
Yeah.
He might push where he might push. And no, you're in support of that. But then you don't have any, I know like you ask him man a question when he give you a little fuck, you know, ask him a question about what he just gave you.
Exactly.
You counteract it and you interrupt it with something.
Exactly.
I didn't like that at all, man. I thought that was
talked
very
over him
disrespectful.
so much.
Yo,
it was just like I had to really.
But
I was
as
like,
as Noro as the moderator for the
He was quiet the whole
podcast, he was
time.
quiet. I
Yeah.
didn't see him. You know,
He's
either
very
he
quiet.
could have tapped Ari, because if you going out of the lane, I'm gonna like or give you an eye and say yo, you know what I mean, lay off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
you being a moderator for that podcast, you didn't say a word. You just let it happen. I think that's
Yeah.
very irresponsible. And you can't have somebody that you're interviewing onto your show and make them feel like they're a hostile witness.
No,
You know what I
they
mean?
made it very hostile.
Yeah, like,
you can see it.
It seemed
You can
very hostile.
see it
Yo.
in the interview.
bro.
And the brother, he remained calm. He really impressive. He really impressive.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
He
my!
remained
I'm
calm.
Exactly.
telling you, I watched it.
Cause me would not snap. Cause somebody think
Yeah.
like he just explained it a while ago, and then like I come back again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like not
Yeah.
by exact minute
But
details.
that just shows you the competence of Ari though. Like what he asked you a question, you asked him a question.
She made herself look real
Yeah,
bad.
it made him look bad.
She
Like,
made herself look
she looked
so
like
bad.
she can't comprehend stuff.
So she
That's
cannot
what it looked
relate
like.
with, she cannot
Yeah, it look
relate
like you're breathing
with
Lily.
nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I said. To me, she come off kind of dipsy because
I'm not gonna say she dipsy, but
I mean, that's just what I can get off
I
the top
always-
of my head right now.
Over the years, over the years I watch Ari. I always seen Ari as somebody that just lived in a bubble and she don't know about ghetto lifestyle. She don't know
she
about.
just cannot relate to me.
If you're not uptone, she don't know that lifestyle. She can
And
only
she make
hear
it
about
point
it.
blank. She make it point blank.
You know what I mean?
She'll tell you she don't know about it.
She don't know about it.
oh well, I don't see me don't really
Yeah.
watch it that much. If you know, I used to watch it back in the days when
back
they
in
used
the-
to
yeah,
yeah.
from
And
them
that's
time
still-
till now, it's the same thing.
But
Ari
they
don't
only
really
watch the
know.
artists interview them. They really.
No. I
nice
subscribe
talking.
to everything for them. I mean, like I said, I do pay attention to their channels. I like some of their
We just happen to
interviews.
see
I
that one.
like
I'm gonna
it.
watch it.
And this one, when I seen that it
I was
was
like,
Damien Crawford, I was like, yes. You know, I'm getting ready for like a real good interview.
Yeah,
But I
Okay.
was disappointed.
because I
So
seen
you're a fan. You come from like a fan perspective.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I am. Exactly.
Because-
not me.
you know what I mean? Because I used to watch the
Yeah,
Fix
not me.
before when it was nightly Fix to the Fix now.
Yeah.
So I was a fan of this show, of course, because they interviewed the hottest artists. They interview some people that was socialites in the business, all of that,
And they was attacking certain topics and
and they were
situations
being
and everything
professional,
like that.
even though they joking around. They were being professional. Everybody knew that what kind of format they were doing. They were doing the kind of like the Breakfast Club format, of course. But what I mean, it was good to see a Jamaican side of it. And I
Yes.
mean, and they were doing it well until this
Lately, I don't know what's going on.
until now when it became the Fix, I don't know, bro. Like it's just like. It's a hit and miss sometimes. Like I don't understand. But I really was anticipating for a good interview when I seen Damien Crawford come across. You know what I mean? And I feel like whatever the opposition, if you're on the opposition or you're a PNP or whatever it is, then you should be still be professional. And you should basically give this man a chance to say what he need to say. If you don't agree, then don't agree. But you get this man, you have him on the show for a reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Let
in
him do
every
that.
interview, you're not supposed to be agreeing. You're just supposed to be asking your questions.
Ask the questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I
Have a
feel
little
like
discussion
Exactly.
about the
they
questions.
were just putting
Exactly.
out their whole
Nobody's asking you for
throwing their
to agree
opinions.
or disagree.
Exactly.
Exactly.
This is not about you.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about what he sees, what his views are, and what he is planning to do going forward.
I'm telling you,
You know what I mean?
This right here was like a political strategy for Damien. I mean, I tell you, it just seemed that way to me. Like he's trying to use this as a little way to get to the new, younger
Yeah,
folks.
yeah.
You see me? And then just try to block it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
But it
Guys, you don't
could.
say Andrew now go for a nightly fix.
No, he's not.
No,
He will
of course
never
not.
do that.
And they will never press him like that.
and they will never press him like that. No.
You see me?
Yeah.
And I don't think they'll do any labor right, person that's in power or in political seat.
I don't know
like
if it's
that.
politically affiliated, but
it
it
just
seemed
seemed
that way.
weird.
It seemed
It
that
seemed
way.
that way.
Interview seemed
It seemed
weird.
that way. I feel like
I thought I was gonna enjoy it,
personally.
but
I don't know
no.
what their party is, but it looks like they're labor rights. The way how they interview this man. You know what I mean? the way how they
Just throwing
interview
it out there.
Yeah, I'm throwing it out there. Y'all look like y'all have a side and you're sticking with your side and you want this man to look bad on your show. And I don't feel like that was fair. I don't like if we have an interview with because we do more like dancehall and all this stuff, and we have a hip hop artist on our show. We're like and we going at him like that. That would be unprofessional, bro.
Yeah,
that'd be unprofessional because we don't see eye to eye with hip hop. Then we should treat him in a hostile manner.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
And he's a guest.
Exactly. So, I mean, you could tell Damien Crawford was trying to just be relaxed.
I want the audience to answer this one too. Do you think that Damien Crawford would do another interview with them?
Yes.
I don't think so.
No, I think he would.
Okay.
Because I feel like he's so strongly, I feel like he strongly feels like he need to get his point across. And if he gotta take that road to get younger people, he will do it again.
I don't feel like he need to take that road again. And now he gonna see that he don't need to take that road.
Well,
that's a stumbling block in your road. Why would you take that road?
Listen,
take that road, you know, say be a
know.
patrol and the road no fix up good.
Listen, but
or you have a nice smooth road away. So which one you gonna take?
But listen to this now. Like I feel like this interview was so toxic in a way for them.
So we need to do over.
They would have to fix their shit up.
I don't think.
They
will have to fix it up.
The interview would definitely have to be more professional.
Right now, they need to bring in somebody else.
To me, I mean, me personally, I wouldn't want him to go through that
I wouldn't want him to do that.
And drama again,
I wouldn't want him to go through that.
I agree with half like things in my table neither, like all the little stimulus package and anything. But you know, if you press him man like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a way to do it.
Listen, man, that man looked like he was in the court for murder, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could tell he was really getting like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna go to that level.
But I ain't really see this man get shaky at all. Like that man just like was
you
talking.
could tell that was a man. He held his composure.
He was holding.
Yeah,
he was holding.
You could tell him training coming.
Yes,
training came.
Yes,
in that day.
Yes,
training kicking.
Yo,
because I tell you.
But a man,
look at these little people. That
listen,
I don't like them as journalists. I don't
exactly.
like them school go get no.
Exactly.
Come on, yo.
But
we need to have some. Come on, we need to.
For them to say, okay,
humble yourself.
For them to say they're going to interview Damien Crawford, it should have been a format.
It should have.
They should have been prepared with actual, facts. Real good questions and facts,
statistics
when it comes to that.
Listen,
man.
and this is
but
the most.
Not journalists. That's why you can't.
I understand they're not journalists,
listen,
but
bro.
however. Charlamagne is Charlamagne a journalist? But he do good interviews.
Nah, Charlamagne do the same like they do.
But some of his interviews, come on.
If
now.
It's one-on-one, If it's a one-on-one, it's fine.
No,
but
the people that he don't like, he don't interview them good.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that.
Like the people that he just don't, if he feel like
interview Baby.
No, well, Baby did. That was no interview.
Exactly. Yeah. Put some respect on his name. Like,
I'm done.
But he do that. It's not the first person he had a clash with. He had a clash with T.I.
Yeah.
He had a clash with many artists. Kodak Black.
I'm just saying. Listen. At the same time, you might not be a journalist, but you're interviewing a man of that stature. You're supposed to have,
he's a Jamaican
prepared.
Senator, so like, you know what I mean. You should
actual questions,
and you should have a certain level of respect when he's on your show. So, like, I
just said treat him as a guest.
Treat him as a guest, but at the same time, you still have to have that respect, though. Like, I don't care if you don't agree with this man. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with nothing he says, but you have to respect him as a person, as a guest on your show, because he is going to be the focal point of what you're marketing.
Exactly.
So when you market him as Damien Crawford, the Jamaican senator, on your show, and then you come across as, very condescending, and you're being hostile to him when you're asking questions, what is that going to prove for you?
That make people don't want to come do no interview.
I'm telling you, because I think the only thing that I probably enjoyed out of that interview was like Javi. Like
I love Javi.
She do
Hi,
these
Javi.
little jabs.
I don't even.
She do these little
Javi don't just be the corner chilling.
I love Javi though.
Something, bro, it'll be something damn funny.
She comes out of nowhere, like it doesn't just pop up with something.
That was it for me. I was just like, you go, girl.
Javi,
I couldn't get with anything else, but she came out with the whole Run My Razor thing. I was like, girl.
Javi
police them.
Yeah.
I don't think that was funny. Like,
it's just that she normally just sit there.
I think
and
at that point,
he just came out.
At that point, I think she tried to. I think she tried to lighten the mood.
Yeah, there we go.
I think she tried to lighten the mood. Yeah. She seen where it was going.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean. Hi, Javi.
Imagine being there thinking you're gonna do this interview and then they become like, then you see what's going on.
Yeah, you're right.
Sure. Maybe she was trying to cut the little tension.
I think she was.
Yeah. You know, and then.
But I'm like I said, man. I like this is the most quietest I seen Naro. He wasn't vocal at all, really, in this interview, like I thought he would be. You know what I'm saying?
I think he talked about the whole conversation that was leaked. You know, with him speaking in regards to Lisa or whatever.
Because he liked to bring up the dirt.
You can tell he liked to bring up.
He liked to bring up the dirt,
so
but
he brought that up. I'm not like,
what, you ain't have a lot of more. You ain't have a lot of dirt on this man, so that's like you couldn't talk. Like, kind of help out Ari. You seen Ari struggling.
And then when they asked
Ari
him,
is struggling, bro.
When they asked him if he's not scared of Andrew, I was like,
I
didn't enjoy that
it didn't
interview
make
at
look
all.
good. It didn't make the show look good. It just didn't look good. And you see, these are your fans. 96.7.
Yeah. I mean, and it's
I'm
crazy.
Just a person that just catch a show now and
bro.
then.
No, I'm a fan of the show.
Yeah. Of course,
I did not appreciate that interview.
No, like
casual
at all.
Watch
yeah.
it.
Yeah, like
I didn't appreciate it.
I used to watch them when they was taping at Yui until they got their own little spot now, and I love the growth. Like I love the growth.
You can see it. I like everything about it. It's just, I don't know. You guys got to get a handle on the interview part of it.
Exactly.
I'm
just saying it
as a fan. I'm a fan of the show.
With us now, we just starting out too. Like, we're not the professionals like that, but at the same time, I'm gonna treat people. I'm gonna be respectful. And and somebody came up to me and tell me something about what I did on the show. I'm like look into it and like, okay,
of
course. I don't like. It's not a diss to what you're doing, but I'm just saying it could have been done in a proper way, in a better way.
I wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I really did.
How we came off in the beginning of the show, people might think it as like a diss. You know what I say?
Yeah,
and they might take it as a personal diss too. But
if you did,
just come off very strong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, just like they put out their opinion on Damian Crawford, just throw it in his face. Shit, I'm throwing mine in your face too.
It don't make no sense.
So they want to take it that way. However, like I said, I am a fan of the show. I have been since way back until now. Still subscribed.
Yeah.
And going over to y'all Patreon, but I will cut that out. Anyway, but I'm just saying, I just really wish I could have enjoyed that interview.
Yeah.
That's it. I didn't enjoy the interview.
Yeah. It
was with Damian Crawford. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That man is a hot topic right now. Like, he's putting so much. He's saying a lot of shit that we're all saying or, we're all thinking.
Yeah.
So for that interview not to go, good, it was just like, well, damn.
Yeah. But
I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Maybe they just don't think that Damian Crawford is speaking from an honest place.
I like that.
Well, it's politicians. It's politicians.
But listen, me like the man have to say.
Like, what?
Me not think he must speak, and it sound good. But let me say so. Things that may sound good.
He's been consistent with everything that he's saying. Though,
like, listen,
he's
man,
really been consistent.
Politics is politics. Of course, they're gonna put the things out there that we want to hear and what the young people want to hear and all these things, and fighting for dance hall and all these things. All of these things sound great until he comes to the time, and if he ever comes in a position of power where he's going to be the prime minister of Jamaica, that's when you will see the real him. And at the same time, he don't make all the decisions either. He has to deal with Parliament also.
Yeah.
So until then, and until he does any action to say that, okay, he's not of his word, then we cannot say anything at no time to say that we're going to discredit him.
I can't say that. But he's been consistent with everything that he said so far.
I'm not saying no. I said, but you know what I mean. We got politicians. We know what politicians do.
Me just know said nothing good. Nah, got happen, people. If you don't expect anything good, I phone no
I mean, or you guys can go ahead and check out the interview yourself. And
yeah, it definitely is.
56 years, 57 years. Was it 2000 and what now? 2021.
Yeah.
52. Yeah, about to be 59 years.
Yeah.
Right, 59 years. Mm-hmm. We catch up now. We catch up now. No one go on. The system that change.
Yeah, and until they make these big changes in the Jamaican government, it don't make any sense. Like everything is just for good for the ears, as I say. You know what I mean?
True.
And like until you make some drastic measures on taking these actions that you talk about, you know what I mean, in hand, and it's just good for the ears for the time.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm saying it's my opinion. I would have really loved to enjoy that interview. Y'all could go check it out for yourself. Maybe y'all like it. I'm just saying I didn't like it. But not gonna stop me from watching your podcast and listening to them. It's not gonna stop me. But I just really wish it was different. That's all. That's it.
Whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a one mishap, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it's just what it is. Yeah. And we can say all our, critical, criticism or whatever that we that we want to say here and there because it's our opinion. You know what I mean? It don't stop what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not going to stop us being, watchers or listeners of your podcast. So, you know what I mean? That's what it is. But we had to come out and say that because, you know what I mean? That
was a highlight.
I don't like how he did it. I don't like how they did that.
That was supposed to be the highlight of my week, yo. I'm like,
highlight of my week of football.
oh God.
The highlight of my week was my birthday, so
okay, that was a good highlight. I'm just saying. Yeah. When I seen David Croft, I'm like, yes, I'm about to enjoy this. No.
Yeah.
But, on that note, what else happened in the news this week?
Shoot.
2-person got charged, for the Mocha Fest.
Mocha Fest.
That, I saw the article and thinking to myself, this is a bunch of crap.
Yeah, and I feel like they just... They got 2 fall guys.
2 scapegoats.
2 fall guys for this, and
there's no fall guys. It's just 2 persons. There's no names.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't see no name on it.
And it was he couldn't read out what the charges were. Because the journalist asked him,
no charges.
What was the charges? And he was just like, oh, I can't answer that right now.
So you're not going to know much.
Exactly. You
won't get charged. I thought that was public information. That should be out. Like
it should be. It should be.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It should be, but he couldn't even answer that.
Mm-hmm.
So that automatically tells me...
Just some fix up.
Yeah.
Just for the media. Just for the media.
Basically.
And I mean, and
slap on the wrist, like we said.
Yeah.
Slap on
because
the wrist.
we all knew.
Rick's up in right now. I bet Rick's up in right now.
Listen.
Oh my God.
They serving dinner right now. People diving off the cliff every day. Listen.
Definitely.
Everything is done for, just for the media. Just to make sure that they can cover the behind when people come down there and say, why didn't you do this and why didn't you do that? Because they've been blasting everybody that go out of all these locking up all these people.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
I saw this video with I told you the politician, like he's one of the ministers. And them like police are recording when they might lock him up. And the man I say, yo, like he's exempt. He might say him exempt.
Exempt from what? How he exempt?
He said, look, me exempt. Then I tell you. And he called the Minister of Security, Patrick Chung.
Wow.
Or Harris Chung, Patrick Chung, whatever. Mr. Chung. He called him on the phone and he might talk to him and I say, yo, tell the officer to come out of my constituency because... They must know say me exempt and my shop exempt.
What?
Wow.
That means say him can't do anything and he can't go out.
Yes.
Remember saying a curfew might break
Yeah.
So the police them record him because they locking him up and they recording the people that they catch breaking curfew.
Yeah.
Yo, Yo, I have to find that video there.
For real.
Yo, it's
That's
crazy.
terrible. That is terrible.
That's crazy. How can you?
That's
Because
terrible.
That's
you
the example that them are set in
so
politics.
you have
Exactly.
political ties, and now you're exempt from doing what the government, the whole country is supposed to be doing.
The government mandate, yeah.
Yo, that's what I'm
Me not
saying.
understand why I'm going down
Jamaica
this
would never get any farther with that type of mentality. And it will never get any
tell you,
farther because at the same time, if you even have political ties with anybody, you shouldn't get no special treatment.
No.
Other than anybody
You're breaking
else.
the law.
He's
breaking the law.
It's not political ties. He's in. There's a guy in our politics. He's like on the opposition
Okay.
or
so
he's one of the
like-
minor officers but he's in the parliament.
Oh, he's in parliament.
Yeah,
Okay.
in
Oh.
the parliament.
Oh.
I say, yo, me exempt. Like, me no deal with
Wow.
them thing. Yeah. Yes, me I say.
Yeah, it's it, but
Jesus Lord.
but that's the same thing though.
That's
like,
the example that we are set, right? We set rules. I make rules, but we are them. I break them.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
so
Like
yeah,
there should be
Yeah.
is like
see what-
as we go, we make rules as we go. That's Jamaica for you.
That's what bro gotta do. Cause as soon as the Mocha Fest thing, he change up curfew change up quick. Before, remember a week before Mocha Fest,
Yeah.
man come out and say, oh yeah, we're gonna be clamping down on the curfew until July 31st.
Yep.
It might extend it. As
Yeah.
soon as Mocha Fest, now we have to open up the country because circumstances.
Yeah, it's always
That
always
jargon, that
something.
political jargon, man.
It's always something, man. And I feel like
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I feel like
like,
you know what
I'm
I
really
mean.
trying. I just don't get
We don't
it.
know that the pandemic can make bro guy look bad. Me not
Yes,
tell you
Oh
that.
my
yeah,
God.
it make a lot.
Worse than-
It made a lot of people look bad.
A lot of
people.
politicians come out that bad. Tell you.
Listen, man, and not even just politicians. Like the pandemic, right? When everybody is forced to be home, everybody is forced to be in at a certain time. I feel personally, like it made us to look into ourselves and see who we really are. You know what I mean? Because we didn't.
You're forced to spend time
and spend
with,
spend time
loved
with your
ones.
family,
Yeah,
all of that.
Exactly.
Because I know what I did the whole time I was, locked in. It was just being with my family and trying to find out different ways how we can, connect to each other. You know what I'm saying? I feel like how you take a lot of these stuff for granted, dog. Like you go to work, come back, and then you got something else to do, or you got getting
somewhere
pulled
to
in so
go.
many
Yeah.
directions, and then you don't even appreciate the people you have around you like that. Like I feel like being home, me and my family got so much closer, and I got so much stuff done that I could have been
Couldn't get done.
couldn't get done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
A blessing and a curse.
it is a blessing and a curse.
Exactly.
But now you see all these people that's in power or in the media or whatever. You kind of see who they really are through this pandemic. I think this is like 2020 is basically a kind of vision for everybody.
Showing the colors.
Yeah.
Everybody
It,
showing the
it
colors.
really was. You basically
Basically.
it was, and it's crazy that 2020 because it's 2020 vision is the best
Yeah,
vision, right? One of
yeah.
the best vision, right? So now it's basically a lens to see who you really are in that whole year. Like that's what I look at it is, and a lot of these people that's in politics and that or in this media definitely failed horribly, and we could see right through y'all asses going through this pandemic.
Not only in Jamaica.
Here too.
Worldwide.
Here
Worldwide.
too. Worldwide. What a shit.
You know what I mean?
What?
Worldwide.
Amount of things that came out. 2020
Listen,
was the
bro.
worst.
It
I'm
was.
sorry.
It was
the worst.
It wasn't.
2-2. Yaksta. Bush Lord.
Oh
Excuse
my
me,
God.
the pagan.
Nah, like.
And I don't even think I wouldn't even consider 2020 the worst. I just felt like
It wasn't the
it was
worst.
good and bad. It was good and
And, like,
bad.
I felt-
That way.
I personally thought it was one of my best years, personally.
and,
was good
well,
and
you
bad.
spent half of the year in Jamaica.
I said, what?
Nah, that was 21 I spent in Jamaica.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It was
Ended
the
of
it was the
ended of
beginning.
2020.
No, it was the beginning. No, it was
Oh,
the
yeah,
beginning.
January. Oh,
beginning,
February.
You're
yeah,
right. You're
beginning
right.
of this year.
Yeah.
But
Middle of February,
2020
so.
was cool. I like.
It was okay.
You know what I mean? I was
I'm
home
saying.
every day, and it just like I could do stuff that I regularly wouldn't do.
Didn't
Like
have time to do.
in here, this was not this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have time to paint and
I
renovate
paint,
and
I renovated
That is so
in here,
true.
all of this. Like,
is so true.
what time would I would have?
It was a productive year.
Yeah, it was. It definitely
Like
was.
for your own production.
Yes, for me.
Not for no boss or no
And
job.
no,
or
no. Like,
Yeah.
what if we had that time to kind of build for
You
ourselves?
kind of cut that rat race like a little bit, you know, slowly.
Bro,
that's
it was
true.
basically I'm gonna do for myself. I'm gonna try and do something
Yeah,
for
come
my
up with
family.
some idea for me
Come
or
for
my family.
everything.
True.
Like a
That's
lot
why I
of
said it was a
things.
good year for me.
It was a great year.
It got me in that
Good and
mode.
bad.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I mean, I want to go back on a 9 to 5 work with nobody. You're mad.
it's hard,
You're
bro.
mad.
It's hard.
I worked the whole 21.
It's hard. You know what I mean? I think I was the most productive in 2020. I started, picking up graphic design and all type of stuff. I made a bunch of mixtapes in 2020. And this is a little plug.
This is a little plug.
Yeah, y'all can hit up the SoundCloud. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put the link in the bottom. You know what I mean? My SoundCloud is Moreflex International. I have a bunch of mixtapes, a bunch of everything you want to listen to. You know what I mean? But it's mostly dancehall, reggae music. You know what I mean? Live audios, all of that. But you know what I mean? Hit the SoundCloud up. You know what I mean? All right, back into that.
Yeah, thank you for checking in too.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was a productive year. 2020 was a productive year for me. And
Word, likewise.
Yeah, it was okay. I just work as usual.
yeah.
Just work for me.
Your job crazy though.
Yeah,
though.
tell you.
They don't care. They don't give a fuck
Me,
about
I got
none of y'all.
you.
No job. No job.
Well, they like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you guys, what is frontline workers? I'm frontline worker.
Frontline
For real?
worker.
For real? I didn't even know that. Like what? But yeah.
Well, y'all
I
dealing
just
with
work.
pharmaceuticals, so
Yeah. Pharmaceutical marketing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, man.
It's a headache.
You know, Tracy making all that money over here. You know what I'm saying?
No. But yeah, people. What else? Night news.
Yeah.
From Motorfest out there do crazy things.
Oh, you know what? I seen a story, man, that it broke my heart, man. It's in Clarendon, in Hayes. I don't know if y'all familiar with Hayes, but it was a shooting of a police shooting of a car full of
People in it,
Yeah.
kids.
Jesus Christ.
The oldest person in that car was 20.
Yeah.
And they are protesting in Hayes right now.
Yeah.
For that reason. I don't know. The police basically said that it was a gun in the car with these people, but now we don't know.
Nobody knows.
No, it didn't see a gun, didn't see anything. But these are school children getting
So
driven
sad,
home.
man.
2 people died, and one of the kids are in life support.
Critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Critical.
And I just
You know, say Jamaica, the police have shot the few years.
yo.
When them have fire shot them,
Yo.
they can't stop.
Jesus
I
Christ.
just think it's
That was
just heartbreaking,
so sad,
yo. Like I don't care if anybody had any gun in that car. It shouldn't have been
not how you
a
handle it.
massacre.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a massacre. You basically those
Just
kids
open
can't
fire.
go nowhere.
Oh my God.
You understand? It should have been handled way better than that. And if I don't hear anything from the Prime Minister by this week, it's gonna be
Let me
be
put
crazy.
Instagram like,
I'm
whoa.
like for real, because you need
I'ma
to.
be in them
Those are the
comments like,
issues.
whoa.
Those are the issues that you should be talking about. Those are the issues that you should be worried about.
Yeah.
These police out here that's making it
Hold
their
on.
decisions.
Hold on. Let me bring up a big Loki. I'm gonna give you your answer from no. Don't expect.
No man, a
Here.
wickedness.
It's
anything.
crazy.
A wickedness, not
Don't
man.
expect anything.
A
Dog.
wickedness.
If you can see,
That happened all over the island.
But the thing about it,
Jamaica police kill people.
but it's this the thing about it is school kids, bro. They are innocent to whatever is going on. If that's probably a taxi or somebody taking them home.
Yeah.
You don't know the situation, but that's crazy. You can't just see a car and just start shooting.
Yo, that
It don't make no sense.
Now, did they
What
find
if
the
it's the
gun?
wrong car?
That's the
I
thing.
don't know.
They
They
can't
I
find
don't
no
see
gun.
no. They know
They
they
can't
say
even
they said they
answer
found a
that.
gun, and I all know they didn't come up with no gun.
The people that said no fight, they don't find no gun.
Yeah, always they find a gun and the people them escape in nearby bushes.
That's what he's trying to say.
But the thing about it is, I don't know if anybody was in there that was a wanted person, because they didn't express that when I watched the clip.
Kids.
It just said kids,
yeah.
And the oldest person in that car was 20 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So at that time, you gotta look at it as this, like, this person that fired those shots either know that 20-year-old that's in that car and try to take him out, or it was just something that they just felt like they need to do in their
or they just got the report and just say, hey, light it up.
But
they don't do real police work.
I just don't get it. Like,
they don't do real police work.
I just know. I know personally, for me,
that's so sad.
If my kids was in that car, it would be no sleep for me to get any. It would be no sleep until I get all of y'all. I swear to you. You understand? Because I'm like, I don't play with my kids. You know what I mean? So anybody that's going through,
oh my God,
y'all, prayers go out to the family that lost, a child in this senseless act. You know what I mean? And I feel
at the hands of the police. Yeah,
and those are the people supposed to be protecting and serving. You know what I mean? So I pray for all the families that have, this thing, this happen to your kids, and the kids that survive is going to have that tragedy.
They're going to be traumatized.
They're going to have that tragedy in their head forever.
Yeah.
They seen their friend die. They seen their classmate die right in front of their eyes. And if Jamaica, and if y'all can't speak out on this, y'all doing a disservice to these kids. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be just.
I'm gonna follow up with it.
It shouldn't be just the Clarendon. It shouldn't be just Hayes protesting. It should be the whole of Jamaica
island. The whole
protesting
island
about
needs
this.
to protest about this.
You understand? So if you guys can't find a way to get justice for these kids, and you know what I mean, y'all gotta protest. Y'all have to protest. So
go up on
you gotta go over to everything to put pressure on these political forces, because
writing them DMs. You better say something.
Listen, if you can get the only way you can get get him on this issue right away is have this shit go national.
Yeah,
is to have this shit go outside of Jamaica. That's the only way that he's gonna attempt to do anything about these actions.
I know, so that's a wickedness, though.
It's crazy.
That's a wickedness.
It's crazy. You see a car full of kids.
Bro, this is Jamaica. They do worse than that, bro.
It's crazy, yo.
That's police in Jamaica. They do worse than that. It's
just side door.
They do worse than that. We got history of worse than that.
It is, but this is modern day times, bro. And if this got to keep on going on without anybody putting out some type of resistance to them, it don't make any sense that police and people coexist.
The leaders,
yeah. It comes down to these politicians. Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah. You're giving these police, way too much power. You're giving them way too much power in their hands, because if they can just take a life and they can just chalk it up on a report that they seen a gun and no gun, and that's it. No kind of investigation, nothing happens.
No real police work.
What are we like? What's going on?
And that couldn't even be hearsay. You understand me? That couldn't even be hearsay.
Yo,
bro.
Do they even do police work?
It's just not the way to handle it.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not the way to handle it.
I just feel like we can't have a country living in that kind of condition, because I know as Jamaican people, we might chuck it up and say, that's one of the things that go on and it's normal or whatever. But no, there's nothing normal about that.
Nothing normal.
There's nothing normal about that.
That's nothing normal, people.
You know what I mean?
That's not
and
normal.
I feel like, as black people, we already have trauma just being born as people of color or whatever. So to have this traumatic thing go on throughout our lives, what do you think our children going to be? I just seen a video where a little boy was asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And the man looked into the little boy looked in the camera and said, gunman. And this is what you're creating. You see, these kids see what these police.
Parents, right?
Yeah.
So.
But hold on, it's not even just parents. Also,
The person that was recording that video,
the person that was recording, he was shocked himself.
The child parents, but if I say
you know what I mean,
I don't. Parent, but the parents of that kid, that's who you could take that.
Or if he do have parents, you don't even know the little boy's story.
But in the news, they said they did reach out to the parent, offer counseling.
Oh, okay.
You know, they did. Yes, it was in the news. They did reach out to the parents and offer counseling, and also to the gentleman that recorded that video.
Okay.
Right. So they offered him counseling, trying to get him on the right track. So hopefully that worked. But
look how he said it so easily, right? He said,
"Nah, he was dead serious."
He was dead serious.
He was dead serious. Of course.
The thing about it, look how he said that so easily, because like. These little kids see what's going on. They watch the news and they see what's going on firsthand in the streets, right? Mm-hmm. They see police fucking up people every day in the streets and being, unjust to people every day in the streets. So what the thing he formulate in his little mind is saying, no, me have to come up to be a bad man because them kill police.
Hey, man.
So if these are the things you're growing up monsters. You as a police officer, you personally change a person's mind of being being protected by you. You know what I mean? So you treating them all messed up all the time. What they gonna grow up and say? I'm gonna kill you when I get older because you treat me this way. That's this kid's mentality. And I feel like it's not even parents that's teaching him this. It's just he see this.
Yeah.
And he the first thing he said after that, he said, yo, don't you see on the news a bad man I kill police every day? Mm-hmm. That's what he's seeing.
He said, no, sir. What is somebody that talk about?
Exactly. He said, you can't tell me what to be, brother.
I'm like, whoa.
So like the man, like he made up his mind. But at the same time, you can't even wrong him to make that decision because he see unjust actions every day from the same police.
That's just a kid that their parents is not there taking care of the kid, man. Basically.
But it could be a single mom. She could be a single mom. You know what I'm saying? And it's still the community also plays, and the community also plays a part.
Yeah, the community does play a part.
Yeah, it play a part.
It you can because like growing up, you can take whatever your parents say too, right? As what if they're very influential in your life, of course. Mm-hmm. But if you go out on the road now and you see one of your friends the same age doing things the opposite way. Not getting in trouble, but he's profiting. He's doing things that, it looks like fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're going to probably sway that way, see like, shoot, I want to have fun too and do the things they're doing.
Not if you have the parents at home that you know.
But yeah, that's what, I said, if you don't have influential parents in your life, then you're going to go for what you're going to go that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
have influence.
Yeah,
I mean, to me, like the news said, they reach out to the family. I really hope they take that opportunity to really.
A lot of these people raising their kids to be these things that we see on this. So, man, I just said things.
And then another thing come down to
raising these kids like they grown like.
That's
kids,
true too.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like
that's true.
You raising
Let's not
a lot of
turn a blind eye to that. That is so true.
A lot of these parents and especially young, because it's a lot of young parents that's in like in Jamaica also. You know what I mean? And they raise them as brother, like their brother and sister type relationship, or brother, or brother and sister relationship that they have, or daughter, or sister relationship or whatever. Yeah, like they have that relationship because of how young they have them. You know what I mean? And then it kind of fades away the mother-daughter or mother-son relationship, or father-son relationship, or father-daughter relationship. It kind of fades that out. You know what I mean? Because they're so young, they grow up and they're growing together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, like, yeah, I think that's one of the things too. If you are young and you don't even know how to be a parent, that's another thing that it plays a part. Because you know what I mean? Because I see a lot of parents. I don't even know if it's a parent because, like you said, they call them the parent that was by their first name. the whole time. You know what I mean? So I got
how much kick out boxes I get to come.
Yo, for real.
By the first name, I'm like, did you just call me first name?
Exactly.
What?
Like the respect level is gone right
It's
there.
gone.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's gone.
So it's
Different generation.
But the thing about, but not even different generation, because rest in peace to my grandmother and my father. I never heard my father call his mother. He never said mommy, no nothing. Call her by her first name every time. And that's the relationship. She had my father when she was 19, and they basically grew up together. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was raised, he'll call his grandmother mommy or whatever, because he was raised mostly with her. But when it comes down to his mother, he'll call her by her first name. So, and then you see you see how he was raised, and it was kind of like a, you know what I mean? It wasn't a lot of, you know what I mean? The respect level wasn't really there either.
Look at it.
I'm putting it out there. You know what I mean? But I'm keeping it real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have certain, like, you know, God rest my grandmother's soul, but she knows it's true. You know what I mean? And he knows it's true too. But you know what I mean? It's just like, if you can call your mother your first name, is less respect that you have for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it don't matter who raised you, that's still your mother at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Prayers go out to the family.
Yeah, you know, I just hope Jamaica really take this serious, and you know what I mean? I know that we always just chalk it up to saying whatever is not going to happen, but Jamaica, if you're watching this, please advocate for this case. Please advocate for these kids that went through this. You know what I mean?
And holding this IG on Facebook and just post it, send a message.
Yeah.
He needs to address this. He needs to say something.
Definitely do.
He really do.
I just can't. I can't imagine this.
It's heartbreaking.
If this was
really
to happen in the United States or whatever, like I don't know how this
kids.
would.
Kids, they don't play. Kids, no.
Same shit happening here all the time, man. I'm telling you.
But when it comes to like school shooting and stuff like that, it's just like it's nationwide.
Everywhere.
Police is just nationwide.
Yeah, it's not
sad.
good.
Every time you hear it, it's just sad.
It's bad. You know what I mean? So prayers go out, like I said, and you know what I mean.
That's it. You know,
crazy. We gonna have to go out with that story, but
yeah.
You know? But you know what I mean, it's you know, please let us know what you think in our comments. You know,
like, subscribe,
shares, you know what I mean, all of that.
People check in.
And you also you know, want to hit that notification bell just to get little alerts when our uploads come up, and you know what I mean, get it right firsthand, and you be one of the first viewers. You know what I'm saying? And
thanks for the support, y'all.
Of course, and also
always.
Follow all our social media, Facebook and Instagram, and it's One Drop Podcast all across the board. You know what I'm saying? So you know what we say every day. You know what I mean? So love,
peace, peace, peace.
Yeah, Loki Flex. Cyclone, I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Get to the money, get to the cash. Yo, a Cyclone, you know. I represent for the One Drop Podcast. You know the thing, you know the lingo. Chat.
Watch I wanna.